Good morning, everyone. This is Ida with Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. I want to share a project that I've been working on with you all. I did share my embellishment book before, but I have added some other things to it, and I did complete one of the embellishment pages, and I want to share that with you as well, what I created for that page. Um, when I shared this before, I didn't have this trim piece on top. Let me close it up. It's actually not closed up. There, it's closed up. I didn't have this trim piece on top, and I think it's really pretty. It looks very sparkly. It kind of looks like gems, but I'm going to share with you what I used to do that. Where did I set it down? What I used to do the trim here, and the reason I chose this trim because I knew I had a lot of pinks and golds in this project. So when I decided to use this trim, when I bought this trim, I bought it with this in mind. And this is from Hobby Lobby, and it's some kind of rope that's in the Christmas section. Look at how pretty that is. It looks like it's got gems, but it's some kind of little foil kind of sequin material type of thing. It doesn't feel like it feels like the way the sequins would feel, kind of plasticky, but it's so shiny that it looks like it's gems. And you get a whole row, and all I used was a couple little pieces on that. And like I said, I did pick that up at Hobby Lobby, where all the Christmas decor is, and I kind of just added little pieces to the front of my book. And then on the edge of on the sides of the book, as you can see right here, the beautiful trim right here, this was gifted to me by Carolyn, and I hadn't used it, and this was like, I felt like this was the perfect project to use it on. So I'm going to turn it to the side. Look at the beautiful lace. It is so pretty. So that's what I did to the sides of my book, because I felt like this really worked with the book. So I really like the way that came out. And before, when I shared this book before, sometimes I can't see because I have to lift my phone higher. And I'm kind of short, so I can't see what you're seeing. But when I saw the video afterwards, I saw that you couldn't see. But there is a dangle down here that I added to the little hole that was in the arrow, in the feather that I adhered to the front of the book. So I added a little glass bead right here, dangle, and I added a little seam binding bow over it. So I'm going to open it up and share with you. I'm still, working and tweaking and all that good stuff. And I did add some acetate. Like my tags, I'm not sure how I'm going to do those. So I kind of just have them with a little repositional glue dot in little pockets, because they do have glass glitter. So I want to make sure that doesn't make a mess anywhere. So I put them in the little plastic sleeves. Here was the first page. And the only thing I did to the first page is I added a sheet of acetate. And the acetate that I'm using for this book, it's they sell acetate that's for posters. So anywhere, I would imagine Walmart would carry something like that. But anyway, it's an acetate sheet, so it's thicker than what we use for our projects, but not that thick. So that's what and it was a big sheet, so I was able to cut it down to fit into the corners of my corner die cuts right here. So I don't have anything on those pages. Up, it came out. And the way I did this, I'm going to share it with you. As you can see, as I'm sliding it back in here, that I did score it. It is thin enough that you can score it. And I folded in about 1 inch. That way I could tuck it into these. Hold on one second. Abby. She's so loud, guys. And I was able to score the acetate sheet. Good morning, everybody. Did you all hear her? I was able to score the sheet and tuck it into the pocket. I haven't added my photo mats yet, But here's the sheet that I completed, and I did add some little trim, like some rose trim down here, to just finish off the edge on the bottom of this page. So I was able to finish off the bottom of this page, and I added the little this is a sheet, I'll share it with you, that has, with the new paper, digital paper that I bought, it has all these tags on here. It's got these two pockets, but then it has these sentiments, and these are the sentiments that I used on my tags, and then of course I turned them into embellishments. And the way I did that was, I have my corner chomper that cuts the stub corners, so all I did was cut them in gold foil, bigger, a quarter of an inch wider and longer than my sentiment, and chomp the corners with the stub side of the chomper. And then I cut out, I had to fussy cut the tags because my brother's scan and cut didn't do a good job on that, so I had to fussy cut it. After I cut out all these sentiments, I took a heavyweight cardstock and I glued them all down to that sheet and fussy cut again to make them nice and sturdy. And I did that a couple of times besides the one that's printed. Some printers will not print on anything heavier than like 80-pound cardstock. Mine happens to be one of those, so that's the thickest paper I could print on. So I did adhere it a couple of times to 110-pound cardstock. And after I had it nice and sturdy, where the sentiment was nice and firm because of the added layers of paper behind it, I added the triple thick, and I just poured some on the little sentiment and used my finger to spread it all on top of the sentiment. And then I just kind of sprinkled my diamond dust, which I have the big container of the diamond dust. I sprinkled that on top and tapped it off and just let them dry, and look at how pretty. And because it's glass glitter, you can see the words right through it. It's not a solid color. So one says angel, one says jingle bells, one says wishes, one says Christmas, joyful, and dreams. And then these little hollies right here were gifted to me by my friend Sabrina, and she stamped them and shaped them for me. All I had to do was, I did color them in some, and I added some stickles to them, and I dotted them with just pearls and little berries and stuff like that. And I think it looks really nice because there is like a deeper color, like a reddish color in the paper line that I'm using. So I was able to dot them with the red, and they still look pretty good. But anyway, this is page 1 of my embellishments. I do have other embellishments done, but I'm busy with the swap right now and things going on, so I haven't had time to complete the full pages, but when I do, I will share that with you. I also wanted to share some ribbon with you guys that I bought that I was going to use on the spine of this book, and I ended up not using it because when I was going through my lace, I saw that I saw this lace. Oops, sorry. My things are just everywhere. I saw the lace that I had in my stash, and I felt that it was a better match with the book. What do y'all think? I think it looks good. Anyway, let me move the book aside. Here's the top of the book. As y'all can see, I have the ribbons to my tags sticking out so they won't get crushed or anything. But I still have to figure out a way to add those to my book. Let me share that ribbon with you guys that I picked up. Hobby Lobby had their ribbon at 50% off. Look at this beautiful velvet ribbon. I think it's so pretty. This one I ended up paying $2.99 for it because it's regular $5.99. So I ended up paying $2.99, and it is a very pale pink velvet with bling on it. And you get quite a bit on this roll. You get 2 yards. So it's a 2-inch ribbon, and you get 2 yards. Because you get 6 feet, and 3 feet is a yard. So there's this one. I wasn't for sure about that one. And then they had this blue one that is also very pretty. I haven't opened this one, but again, it's that crushed velvet in the very pale blue. Then it has the pearl trim on the edge, and this one was, I think, $3.49 if I'm not mistaken. Again, you get 2 yards of it. And then I did get it also in the pink. And I opened the pink because this was what I was originally going to put on the book, but I decided against it. So here's the very pale pink crushed velvet, and it has the pearl trim. But I think these are very pretty. And then here is that little rose trim that I used on that one page that I shared with you guys. Anyway, that is all I have to share today. I hope that this gives you ideas and it inspires you. And that you follow along with me, because a lot of times, we get stuck with ideas, and I'm like everybody else, and I look for inspiration with you guys, and I hope that I can do the same for you. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day, and God bless. Bye.